It's January 5th. I finally had enough sleep to get rid of the sleep deprivation from New Year's. Alright, let's boot everything up. Ask again later. Okay. I'm just gonna let the Discord thing boot up. Let's have a quick look at the amount of cards I have while I roll me a cigarette. Just did some groceries. Must have been, I think, 60 pounds of groceries. Or 30 kilograms, thereabouts. I'm getting too old for this shit. Tony Hawk. Okay, let's have a look at the inventory. I just got an epic card pack. I think it gave me a golden minimum wage. Missions. Kill 20 units using the transport truck. 150 mortar kills while defending structures with paratroopers. Welcome to the show. If you want to drop a comment on my YouTube, I can give you a shout out. Looking at the missions right now, 2 of them are attacking, the other is defending. I'll definitely be doing the defending. The way I was thinking I do this is do a couple of defense waves, a couple of CPU defenses until I get prompted to do a defense wave. That way I can keep my defensive loadout. And once I did that defense wave, I think it's 394, I'll restart the broadcast, restart the app, and do a full campaign. So here we are. Let's go. I finally had enough sleep. Let's just plan this just right. I want to get that medic. So my Discord server is responding, which is nice. Oh, I gotta go to chatting, right? So my Discord server has several sub-layers. I think I got it now. There's chatting, there's music requests, there's voice chat. I see. Here we go. Back home. Now I gotta reach out on that stupid Facebook. See what my producer has sent me. He just sent me another track. He is so prolific. Bang bang. Take him out quickly. Come on, don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Don't let them shoot. Good call. Now let it go. I need them to bunch up a bit. Okay. Start with YouTube. I'm getting a grip on my socials. That was a bit of overkill. I should have deployed that decoy first. Get him. Wave 6. Excellent. Pretty sure I'm gonna make it to 24. Alright. I got the streamers up. Now I gotta get on that dumbass Facebook. I sent my producer a Discord request. That way I don't have to be on Facebook. For those of you that don't know, everything you put on Facebook, you're giving away to the NSA. And Facebook is not the product. You are the product. They're selling your data. I think it's about $20 they get for every user. And if you're a particularly stupid user who's inclined to vote for Brexit, I think it's even a bit more. I am angry at Brexit. We were always on the same side, the Dutch and the English. Sorry, the British. Always on the same side. And now you leave us to the whims of the French and the Germans. French want to spend too much. Germans don't want to spend anything at all. What are we gonna do, man? Personally, I think this entire Brexit thing is not gonna happen. How did you get in there? How did this guy glitch into... Okay. What? Okay, fix this, guys. Come on. Come on. They're a long way off. That bunker is not going to make it. No, I don't want to post. I want to check my messages. All right. So I find myself in a position again where I'm chatting on PSN, on YouTube, on Discord, and on Facebook. There's got to be a better way. I'm thinking about a funkier bass line. Okay, this is madness. I'm now chatting on PSN, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, and I'm sending emails left and right. Welcome to the show. Drop a comment. You're going to get a shout out. This is getting out of hand. I'm chatting on PSN, chatting on Facebook, chatting on Discord, chatting on YouTube. And now I gotta send mails left and right, but I have to get this bass line down right now before I forget it. Yeah, let's go to that chat as well. Stream is up. Apparently the chat is up as well. Wave 11. Oh, this is wave 10. Yeah, let's go to that. Okay, I'm breaking the internet. Hi, Creek. That little meme there of those who remain was a Luku Luku, which I think is maybe a little bit the same as we say in Dutch. We call it leuk. Leuk hoor. That's funny. Leuk hoor. But I understand really now that in Malay you just say it twice. If you want to make something very funny, you say luku luku. That was hilarious. The guy on the run, that brought a smile to my face. Okay, I trust this computer. Let's turn off this noise for a second so I can get with the music making. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And that's how the magic happens, people. Let's save that as Booyah. Booyah Funk. Whatever. Boots is good. I don't care. Come on. Save it. So I'm already back up 500,000. I will not be buying any cards or recycling any cards this month. But you could draw some conclusion from the fact that I now have almost 600 focus fires. You could draw the conclusion that maybe in season 32 we're going to go for the championship. But as a matter of operational security, I won't be checking out the Alliance chat in game or in stream, and I might be dropping a little bit of misinformation. Maybe we're not gonna go for the championship. Maybe we are. The idea being is that our competition is gonna have to put on more resources into season 32. So maybe we're delaying it until season 33 or even 34. This is completely fair in Love and Guns Hub. Everything is fair in Love and Guns Hub. People in my clan are attacking, really, literally abusing people who use the sniper glitch. If the glitch is there, you're allowed to use it. Baby shark do 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 do. Yeah, I gotta send that over to my producer right now. So go to this file, hit share, go to mail, to him, that's his email address. What did he send me? Track is called, I think, yeah, my laptop can't handle it all. Booyah. Op die 56 seconden track heb ik een baslijn gezongen. On that 56-second track I sang a bass line. Send. Wow, okay. Now I don't want to be in the mail. I'd rather not be on Facebook. I don't have a choice though. I might have to respond to the guy. At least I can turn up my audio again, pay some attention to the game. Okay, how I'm going to start structuring my streams is I do a couple of CPU defenses until I get challenged into a defense wave, probably 394 this time. After that, I'll restart the stream and do a full campaign PvP. That should make it all better, and about an hour worth of it. I carried 60 pounds of groceries home just so I can eat an apple. Wave 15. The apple can wait. Back to the chat on the YouTubes. Good stuff. Do it. Go. Make a meme about it. Yeah, sure. Oh, those who remain. That dude. It's, oh, I would put so many faces on that guy. There's a incredibly big meme from this little girl running away with ice cream in her hand. You know that one? That's the first face I would put on there. All right, here comes the apple. I have to get a new ID card. So I went and took some photos. God, I look bad. I look like I haven't slept in 5 days. Probably because I didn't sleep for 5 days. But I think I'm mostly caught up. Still recommending, if you have PS Plus, you download the Portal Knight game. It's like Gauntlet meets Minecraft. But I felt a little bit silly playing it. Like I should be playing the snowboarding game instead. I'm gonna see if Vincent's online, and I'm gonna hope that snowboard game finally has the back-end servers good, so that people can actually join each other on the mountain. I'll also be playing some San Andreas, maybe get the entire right side of the map. And then I'll be taking maybe some requests on GTA 5. There's a couple of really stupid things you can do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shower. And if you sing into the microphone while taking a shower, you get some RP, some reputation points, respect points, I don't know, something like that. So that I'll be trying that for sure. Then you can challenge completely NPC players, not playable characters. I want to try to do a drag race with one of them. Apparently all you have to do is step to a sports car, park yourself next to a sport car at the stop sign, rev your engine, rev your tires, and they will ignore all the traffic laws and try to race you, which I think is hilarious. Boom shaka. Okay, I forgot the cookies. I have to deal with the cookie situation in a bit. I'm thinking I'm gonna make it to level 24 again. Usually I don't want any of my YouTube videos to be in Dutch. I don't watch Dutch TV. It's all stupid. But I did spot like the state broadcast service had a documentary about how to be a successful rap artist. and it showed this little kid, typical trap guy, who had some cool ass raps, and he signed a record deal for 100,000, bought himself a big car, and then was stuck having to do 3 albums. And like maybe a year later, he was like, "Oh man, I can't do this. I'm too tired for this." But maybe he shouldn't smoke all that weed all the time. He was constantly under stress that his Instagram went from 20,000 likes to 5,000 likes. He was really upset about that. Dude, that's still 5,000 likes. That's some pressure. I don't think that's worth 100,000. I think you'd have to pay me $1 million for I to put myself under so much stress. Welcome to the show. Drop a comment, you're going to get a shout out. I'm currently chatting on iPhone, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Discord. That's much. Oops. The mail is in my outbox, but I did not turn on the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi stormed. Alright. So back on the iPhone. Check my mail. It's supposed to be in my outbox. Now it's supposed to be in my sent box. Yeah, it's in. You got it. I'm pretty good at multitasking. Okay, what's going on YouTube? Yeah, I can't wait to see that meme. I love me some memes. Let's look on Discord. 18 seconds. Discord is not responding. You joined the stream, okay. Good. How much did I get? 40? I don't know. I'm 1.5 million away from upgrading a sniper tower. I think I need about 10 million, and then I will have fully upgraded skinny base. Right now I'm using the big base, 801, just to make it a bit more fun and I get a bit more money. I haven't been challenged into a defense wave yet. This is slowly achieving something, and these two I'll do in the PvP section. I can go to the alliance battle. That's a matter of operational security in case there's some information in there that I'm not supposed to be letting out. Specifically, if we're going to go for the championship this season. I think it's about 3 days away. One might get that impression because they recycled for 7 hours. Whew. And then I have 600 focus fires. That would be 4 focus fires for every match I need to win. I need to win 120 matches in 7 days. Let's think about that. That's 10, about 18 matches every day. Rough ballpark. Guesstimate. That's what I call that. Not an estimate, but a guesstimate. You're just guessing. Bang, bang. God, I love making music. I had a couple of years where I didn't even really listen to music anymore. I found that as a musician, I was over-analyzing the music. I was constantly figuring out what sound is he using, what's his style, what is his intention, does he really mean what he says? Now I can enjoy music again. I'm like, oh, that's a nice song. And don't overthink it. It's got to feel right. Yesterday I shared some of my old archive songs. I think those were from 2007. And I thought, wow, man, I cannot put this out anymore. It just wasn't good enough anymore. I got a lot better than that. So what I'll be doing, I'll be taking down those tracks. I'll be taking down all my tracks off the internet and use that as a bonus for the people who support King Cravens on the Patreon. Actually, people are leaving Patreon. Maybe something that's better than Patreon, because Patreon is censoring people that they don't agree with. And I don't agree with those people either, but I feel they should be allowed to speak. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. So the answer to hate speech is more free speech. Even though you protect the speech that you hate, because if you silence those people, they will try different methods of persuading you, and that often involves violence. It's much better to let those idiots, I mean racists, go out in the public and state the things they believe so we can make fun of them and call them stupid. So yeah, Patreon. Fuck Patreon, man. It's got to be a better way. I'll put those tracks behind a website where you can get access if you subscribe to the newsletter. That's it. Just give me your email address and you can listen to the song. Bang. There you go. And then it becomes a matter of timing. I cannot bring out the album with my producer here Mr. Obscure, until the video clips have been done. All the preparation for the social media is done. And the interviews are pending. So there's a really famous hip-hop show here in the Netherlands called 101 Bars. Before we drop the album, we have to make sure that they have a room. They have a little room for us. So we can do the interview within a week or two of dropping the album. Otherwise, you're going to miss your moment. Everything has to come together at the right time. We got to get the copyright fixed. Got to have a lawyer look at stuff. And we have to make absolutely sure that we keep our own masters. If you get 1 million Spotify streams and you don't have your own masters, you're going to get nothing. You're going to get 100 or 200 euros. If you keep your own masters, which means we wouldn't have a record deal, we would just have a distribution deal. 1 million Spotify views, streams get you 8,000 euros. And that, not bad. So back to that guy who signed a record deal. He was top 17 in Spotify last year. And he was like, what? Only 17? Dude! That guy had more streams than Beyonce. That should count for something. No, I need to get more streams. No. I know the girls like you and you're like 17 or 19 or 18. But stop doing all those drugs, man. You look like shit. And apparently your image is more important than the song. This is how it is. That's why I call myself King Cravens now. I'm too old for that MP shit. And with the grey beard and stuff, I kind of look like a king. I'm going to be the king of bullshit. No, I like to address heavy matters. But we will be writing a couple of party songs for sure. We'll elbow our way into the rap scene, the music scene with those party songs. Then when you flip to the B-side, all of a sudden there's a lot of conscious rap going on. Conscious? Conscious rap. 13 is a biatch. I'm not happy with this bunker. Not at all. Look at them coming out. Rapid deploy and volunteer. This is not a base card. These guys are coming out of my tents. Leave a couple of spots open in your base. I mean, don't fill up the entire base. Just have 3 spots where there's no sandbags. And they'll come out with a 30% chance of an extra. I got a good tip from Alliance Leader yesterday. I need to get the base card that has 2 commandos on it and then put volunteers on that. Right now I'm using the one with engineers, but I can put 1 or 2 engineers in my vet loadout. I tend to. Okay, I'm doing okay on the Discord. YouTube is nice and quiet. Let's look at Facebook. And there goes the Discord. That's so weird. So I get a beep or a ping on Discord. I think that means that somebody came online, because I don't get any chats or messages like that. Is there like a Discord tutorial I could use? Do I have to go to notifications to turn it off? What am I going to do about these guys? Do it, just do it. Get this guy. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I think I got him. None shall pass. Go, boys. At least an extra. Usually 3 come out, but that volunteer card though. One of my Alliance member, he really was happy when he got his first volunteer card. It really pays off to save 25 keys so you can get a unit crate. And I don't know why I have that sergeant here. It seems like a good idea, but all she does is increase 15% accuracy and damage. And these kernels are already accurate enough, and they simply don't do enough damage for that multiplier to take effect. This chick needs to be an engineer. But as a rule, women don't select engineer classes. They're more inclined to go work in a hospital or such. It is not misogyny. It's not that I'm against women. It's just what women do. And that, by the way, people, is why they get paid less. They get paid less because they choose occupations that pay less. And since the man is the hunter and the woman needs to negotiate everything, a man will ask for a pay rise. If a man thinks, I'm more useful to this company than you're paying me right now, a man will go to his boss and demand the pay rise. And since he's more valuable to the company, your boss cannot fire you, and he'll probably give you the pay rise. But don't tell your colleagues, because if your colleagues know you make more than them, yeah. I compare it to what we call in Dutch an apenrots. In the zoo you have like this big rock, and the entire chimpanzees and gorillas, they live around that part, and whoever's on top of the rock is the main chimp, alpha chimp, and that's basically how it works. Which is funny, because I know exactly how this group dynamic, how it works, how it pays out for everybody, but I cannot recognize it myself. It's a weird thing with this mild autism that I have. I do not work well in a group. It's why I'm going solo. That's why I need a producer. And I got one. Dude I've known for, I don't know, how long has it been, Henry? Wow. At least 15 years. You got to get a producer where you can finish each other's sentences. You gotta make a decision. What style of music do you both like? In this case, it's going to be the funky music, which is a nice little segue into hip-hop. As a rule, the East Coast hip-hop is more jazzy, and the West Coast hip-hop is more funky. So most of the tracks we'll be doing is kind of West Coast-ish, Dr. Dre-ish, Snoop Dogg-ish, West Coast G-Funk. And then the flip side of that is the boom bip. Boom bip refers to the golden age of hip-hop, where you always have the kind of the same beat and a bit of a jazzy slant to it with a jazzy sample. So that boom bip jazzy stuff we're just going to put out on the internet for free, create a little bit of hype, and then once that funk album drops, everything has to be in place. The marketing has to be in place. The socials have to be in place. The interviews have to be in place. The mastering has to be in place. It all has to happen at exactly the same time. My guesstimate of that time will be, I think, March or April of 2020. That gives us 14 months to get it together. And that's how long it takes. In hip-hop, actually, you can make like tracks in 15 minutes. If you want to, you can make a track in 15 minutes. That's the cool thing about electronic music. You don't need to rehearse a band. You don't need a drummer. That's really hard to get. It all comes out of the machine these days. So, I had a big ass rant already. I think I've been ranting and raving for about 35 minutes, 36, about 40 minutes. Once I start talking, I'm not shutting up. I kind of hope I'm going to get challenged into a defense wave before I get a blue screen. It should be happening. I haven't had a defense wave since last night. Bang, bang. Here. Did that mine blow up already? There's still a mine over there. There it is. Okay, good. 3 minutes. Wave 21. Got a couple coming out. Probably not going to be heavy hitting enough. Let's look. I don't see any medics. Let's check. Nope. No medics. No surgeons. Attack here. Wait for it. Now. Okay, that made a dent. Now I gotta wait for them to show up. These two. Where's the other guy? Oh, he got fucking napalmed. Come on, do some damage. Come on. Nope. Nope. And here comes 22. The base will hold. But I have to let them pass. Come on, let them pass. Because if they combine, which they are, I might have a completely new set of problems here. Anybody else coming out? No. One airstrike. I think about 50 units coming in. Hey, that guy, good job there. Tank trap is still over, still good. All I need to do is give these Rocketeers a little bit of an advantage by targeting the back of the troop. That should even out very nicely. Excellent. Wipe them out. All of them. This guy's going to take a position over here. Gotta let him pass. Oh, hang on. 10, 20, 30, 40. So there's going to be 13 seconds of contact before the game is over. Come on, guys, hurry up. Anybody coming out? I hope not. I need... Oh, there they are. Hold them back. No, don't hold them back. Do what you can. 30 seconds. Go back to the YouTube. Hitler, what about him? Hitler has retreated. Almost 50k, that's very acceptable. So I'm gonna do one more CPU defense unless I get, or until I get prompted into a defense wave. Let's have a look. I got a couple of messages on the music side. Okay. Yeah, that track he sent me did sound a little bit like house music. Let's get some cookies. Get rid of this apple. Apple core. I wish I had a defense wave so I could move on. Cookies. Yeah, you. And you know what? I'll be dipping those chocolate cookies in peanut butter. Absolutely bloody marvelous. Went and got me some cola. Not the Coca-Cola, it's kind of expensive. Just the regular kind. So, chocolate cookies with peanut butter and Coca-Cola. What's up, Biggie? Here, you want some cookies? No? Okay, it's all mine. Break the cookie, dip it in the peanut butter. So usually I'd be reading an article right now. Things are just too crazy though. The US president is holding the entire country hostage so he can get his wall. I swear, man, sometimes he's like a 2-year-old. And on the other side, I think, man, the guy's obviously a genius. He has to be. Making deals like that? Wow. He's a hustler. He's probably the blackest guy I know. One more, come on. I kind of don't wanna. I don't need to multitask anymore. So this is going to be a bit like guns up and chill. Oh my God. Dipping these chocolate cookies in peanut butter was the best idea I had this year so far. Coca-Cola. One of my better songs was called Have a Coke and a Smile. And there's a couple of really good songs, like Turn the Page or These Beats. But I'm pretty sure that Hip Hop Forever, that's where me and my fans meet. That's probably the best rap song I did. The lyrics are okay. Yeah, I checked back some of my old SoundClick tracks and I sound kind of childish. The lyrics are childish. So we're going to get a bit more serious. You uploaded a video about Hitler. Is he running away? Double punch him. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to 1933 and take a dump on Hitler. My God, these cookies are a bomb. Try this at home, kids. Get some chocolate cookies and dip them in peanut butter. Which is weird, man. That was the first thing I knew I had to take out of my diet. No more bread, pasta, or peanut butter. And what I end up doing, now I eat even more peanut butter. I think it's the quality of the peanut butter that doesn't make it good. A lot of palm oil in there. So just get a little bit more expensive peanut butter and you'll be okay. Here they come. Get 'em, boys! I can't get over the fact that all my soldiers are faceless. They don't have a face. You get used to it after a while and then you think, hang on, there's something wrong there. They don't have a face. What the hell? Pretty sure that's just easier to animate, to make the game. They don't have faces. Still, it freaks me out. Okay, after this, I definitely want to have a defense wave. Come on. Come a little closer, buddy. Oh, damn. Now I'm gonna have to face wave 10 with no specials. Okie dokie. They're not gonna even make a dent. They're not even gonna make a dent. This is gonna tear right through my base. Like it's a wet bag. I once got a Fortnite tip from, who said that, by the way? Could be Yes Gaming. He said I should set my controls to Building Pro. And I replied, I couldn't build myself out of a wet paper bag. And now you have to put up buildings in Battlefield. I said like Battlefield, just turned into Fortnite. Call of Duty also turned into Fortnite with the Battle Royale thing. I think was a pretty good move. And if I have to be honest, I think Battlefield is going to be a much better game in about 6 months. They'll have fixed a lot of the netcode issues. There'll be a couple more maps in there. They'll have nerfed a couple of weapons. I also got asked the question if Battlefield 5 has the Garand. And I have to say, yeah, I didn't immediately see it happen. But the M1A1 is the Garand. You can find him under the support class as an unlockable weapon, which happens to be really good, by the way. Wave 12, 13 minutes to go. I finally settled down. I think I have everything accessible now. I might even try putting a thumbnail on there. I'm definitely gonna put the Discord link in the description. I need to just put that permanently in there. There it is. Copy. Edit. I need to combine that thumbnail and put live on it. So, okay. Am I gonna do that? No. I'm gonna save up my specials for wave 15. Images. Guns up. Open with paint. I can take the airstrike. Excellent. Black. Caps lock. Live. Yeah, that's actually good. No. Fuck it. Fuck it. Good. Save as. Save. Done. Here's 15. Gotta do this while this guy's still separate. Get him. Okay, who's next? You're next. Leave that. This is good. Take out the riots. I'm making a lot of good calls, this defense. They're not even touching my base. Okay, close page. Edit the video. And I'm running into the same problem again. How do I create a thumbnail in the new editor? Yesterday I just ended trying to do it afterwards, but then I forget to do it. This is a good one right here. That was substantial. One medic left. One medic, one surgeon. Good stuff. Live. No, wait. Wait. Now. Boom shaka. I love my new base. It's awesome. I'm almost definitely sure I'm going to get a defense wave after this. Okay. I think I got it. Yes, I found out with the thumbnail. Finally. Go to the new beta editor, then go to the live section, then click the video. Thumbnail done. Paste the link and save. That's a tiny little choke point here. Get him. Wait. So the thumbnail is up. Discord link is up. I kind of expect to play for another 25 minutes. Maybe a little more. These 2-hour videos, I wouldn't click on them. I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, that's too much. But I also don't want to spam. So there's a delicate balance to be had there. Choke point. Choke point. Wait for them to shoot. Now. Boom shaka. No. Let the base handle it. What? Oh, I gotta take this guy down. I'm too susceptible to snipers. They don't have the range. I don't have the range. The base will hold. No medics. I can do some damage. Right here. Sehr gut, ja. If I don't get triggered into a defense wave, I'm gonna go PvP. I have more tear gas than you, so... Okay, let's get back to the channel. Bang, bang. Anybody left? No. Save it for the next wave. Wave 23. The base will hold. What is he shooting at? That anti-air? Yeah. I've got more of those. He'll get dealt with from this base card. Look for a choke point. 30 seconds. This will be good. Wait. Now. I'm in a hurry now. Come on. 10 seconds. Nice little extra bonus points. 2 seconds. Excellent. Deadly Rain. Destroy 150 units with airstrikes. Or from the air. Almost another 50k. Really good. Yeah, let's go to the channel. Let's see what's up in the world. Gotta keep you guys apprised of the situation. 3 peeps watching. I got a couple of comments. I really hope I'm getting challenged into a defense wave. Mail. No. Browsing. ZeroHedge.com. Let's see what's up. Yeah, like I said, excellent. I can also keep you guys apprised of the latest happening in the world. Iran is going to sail warships into the Atlantic, pushing near US waters. Okay. The Iranian Navy has announced plans to deploy warships to the Atlantic starting in March. Quote, the Atlantic Ocean is far and the operation of the Iranian naval flotilla might take 5 months. Now, I'm Dutch. What we like to do is when the Russians go to the Mediterranean or the Iranians try to go into the Atlantic, we're famous for our salvaging. If you got a problem with the boat, we can fix it, we can help. So what we like to do is we like to chase those Iranian and Russian navies with salvage boats as a sarcastic attempt of being funny. So yeah, good luck to the Iranians. Pretty sure if they even try to get near or launch missiles, they're gonna get blasted. Okay, they got a new destroyer. So that latest provocative statement comes after Admiral Hassani last month declared Iran would soon deploy 2 or 3 warships to Venezuela. Okay, Venezuela, they have a communist in charge there. A few months ago, the Russians deployed long-range strategic bombers to Venezuela, which is on the doorstep of the US, and the US has a doctrine they have called the Monroe Doctrine, which means that nobody but the US gets to fuck around with people in South America, which is kind of ironic because the US is fucking around everywhere else. So there's that. Iranian military leaders have cited their intent to carry out such missions according to maritime law and in international waters, citing US carriers doing the same just as American ships commonly pass near Iranian waters in the Persian Gulf. So this is a reaction to the Americans sending an aircraft carrier off the coast of Iran. So yeah, it is kind of justified, but it's really stupid. I wish they wouldn't do stupid stuff. What else? President Xi orders Chinese army to prepare for war. Russia demands US justify arrest of suspected arms dealer. Cryptocurrency. Macron arrests Yellow Vest organizer in escalation. Yeah, looks kind of Moroccan to me. Not that I have anything against Moroccans, they're really cool people. They got a lot of balls as well. This pertains to the Yellow Vest protest that's been all around Paris. All these guys wearing yellow vests because they are mandatory. You have to have that vest in your car at all times. Otherwise you could get a fine. Which is beautifully ironic that they, because you need to be seen on the road, you know. So now these yellow vests are protesting and burning down Paris and saying, can you see me now? But obviously a couple of those protesters are there to stir up trouble. And I think Right? This is my opinion, that a couple of jihadis are in that protest as well. And that's where the analogy always comes in. They say, yeah, that's just a pair of bad apples. You know, every crate has a couple of bad apples. It's the wrong analogy. Somebody took a shit in the pool. That's the right analogy. And now everybody has to get out of the pool. You need to clean the pool before anybody can get back in the pool. That's the analogy. So now they arrested this guy. It's probably Algerian, because that's where the French did all their nasty stuff, colonizing. And the guy got arrested. And we're probably going to see a lot of protests again. There's a revolution coming into Europe. I said this a couple of weeks ago. We are tired of the bankers and the politicians. Every person in Europe has to now pay 7,000 more in taxes because they gave all that money to the bankers. Every person, if you're a European and you didn't get that 7,000, they're robbing you. You're being robbed by the European Central Bank. 2 trillion of money printed, and it's all been given to the 1%, to the richest people. Okay, is the world safe from global conflict in 2019? That's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to turn down the volume and pay a little bit of attention to this. You might be a bit more aware of the stuff you don't see on the news. You can get it from the Gravens on the Game Craver channel. Is 2019 going to be the year of Armageddon? The answer is a definite no. As 2018 ended, the potential for war was looming, and Russian President Putin even refused to rule out a nuclear war. But then, the statesmen grappling with international security also knew that nukes are useless. They serve the purpose of deterrence but cannot be used as offensive weapons. Thank God for that. In fact, the nearest we came to a nuclear flashpoint was during the last year over North Korea. That point is well behind us. North Korea is no longer considered a great threat to global security, although it is fairly clear by now, thanks to satellite imagery and other reports, that claims that Pyongyang was shutting down its nuclear weapons testing must be taken with a pinch of salt. Diffusing the crisis with North Korea stands out as President Trump's most successful summit diplomacy so far. Coming back to Russia's tensions with the West, no one thinks of the likelihood of the tensions cascading to a doomsday either. Putin's startling remark can be put in perspective. These days, what is uppermost on his mind is the planned US exit from the 1987 INF Treaty, or the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. Putin has repeatedly warned that if the US drops the treaty, it would trigger a Russian response. So he brags about having these supersonic missiles, which are a violation of the treaty. So he's not really telling the truth there. They already broke the treaty. Suffice to say, when Putin made the seemingly ominous remark lamenting that the global fears of a nuclear war have ebbed, gone away, he had a political agenda to draw attention to the growing instability due to the tensions in Russia's relationship with the West, and the ensuing great depletion of a common agenda for national security, international security. What Putin implied was that if the relations continue to be in free fall, a point may come when the situation regarding nuclear weapons may spin out of control. As a Russian analyst noted, quote, Putin believes that nuclear weapons are Russia's ultimate argument that should influence Western politicians' thinking. I wish I had nuclear weapons on the Guns Up. That's what they should, yeah, that's what they should do on Guns Up. Add a score multiplier, like a kill streak. If you get a 5 times kill streak, and half of your forces are gone, or maybe 10% is left, you should have the option to deploy a nuclear bomb. Defensive or offensive. And upon deploying that nuclear bomb, the timer should reset to 10 minutes, and the attacker should get another batch of munitions. In other words, Sony, please hire me to make Guns Up 2. I know you're taking the license away. Give me a good team, a couple of artists, a few good coders. If I could make a job out of this game, I would definitely do that. Okay, however, the likelihood of Western sanctions against Russia getting lifted in 2019 is 0. Russia has survived the sanctions, but they have and are taking a very heavy toll on the Russian economy. Apart from limiting imports, Russia's access to international capital remains blocked, and international investors feel they're discouraged to have dealings with Russia. So Russia turning to China is an outcome of the Western sanctions, and the political relations with China are at their highest level at present. The mutual trust at leadership level is unprecedented, and in overall terms, China remains Russia's largest and strategically most significant partner in Asia. See, this is what happens when the Russians decide to go solo and not deal with China. They're making China very angry, so they're driving them into the arms of the Russians. But hey, it's what you guys wanted. Some dude in Moscow said, it's no secret that amidst the war in the financial sector waged against Russia, Chinese companies and banks were in no hurry to create mechanisms to bypass these sanctions. Often they refused to work with Russian clients. But the face-off between China and the US could be both a plus or a bad thing for Russia's foreign policy. Yeah, trust me, the Chinese and the Russians are not friends. They don't trust each other. But they'll have to if they keep pushing them that way. In the final analysis, an improvement of Russia's relations with the US will depend on the conclusion of the ongoing inquiry on Trump's Russia collusion. On the other hand, 2020 also promises to be a turbulent election year in politics, the US, which precludes a controversial foreign policy initiative. Yeah, this is true. If Donald Trump wants to run for re-election, he cannot start some stupid war. Cannot be silly. He has to be seen as a statesman, somebody who makes good decisions. Equally, and I'm going to leave it at this, candidate Trump's campaign for a second term in November will also prevent any sharp deterioration in the US-China relations. And then there's another loads of text. China's not in the least interested in a new Cold War with the US. No matter the Chinese motivations, it will get noted in Washington that Beijing will not gang up with Moscow and Tehran to act as a spoiler and derail the Afghan peace talks. Yeah. If you cannot defeat the Taliban in 18 years, you should just give them a part in the government. Blip blip. If the US fights with China, it will lose more allies. Nobody wants to choose sides. Everybody wants to stand by. China cannot leave the world, and the world cannot leave China. So you can't isolate China. This is very different from the Soviet Union. Excellent little article there. I completely, totally, absolutely agree with the entire analysis there. Hello. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50. So this, and then 60 more. Alright, you can come into the base now. They're taking a bit of damage. Let's mitigate it a bit. The base will hold. We just won. Wait a minute. One what? Sorry, I have my caps lock on. I'm not trying to scream at you on Discord. So what is he going to give me last? What's up? What's next? What's last? "58 enemies to go, then I'll restart the game, restart the broadcast. Play some PvP, play a full campaign." And it's getting dark outside. Wow. It's only 5 o'clock. But luckily, the days are getting longer again. I can't wait for summer, man. Stay outside until 10. Nice weather. Do some barbecue. PUBG. Cool. Not yet. I will. Cool. Wow, PUBG. Dude, that's like a victory royale then. If you're number 1 in 100, that's impressive. "36. This sniper's really got me worried. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're almost done. This might dent my base a bit. Nope. Number 1. Come get him. Get him. Flying lessons. Awesome. Guys, I'm going to restart the broadcast. Restart the game because it tends to crash after a while. And I'm going to make a new broadcast called PvP Full Campaign. Hope to see you on the flip side. Thanks a lot. Peace.